Hi, my name is Amar Fodker, and this is my research project on social media and mental health. Starting off with the first slide, this is my first source, which is on the impacts of social media. So I chose this one article. It's by BMC Psychology, and it talks about both the positives and negatives of social media. Social media is a big part of many people's lives because it allows us to connect with others and stay updated on events. It also helps raise awareness about local and global issues. However, it also comes with risks. People can feel lonely, depressed, or insecure about their appearance. Social media can make someone feel left out or dissatisfied with their life. Research shows that excessive social media use is linked to lower psychological well-being. As the article puts it, mindful use is essential to social media consumption. This source contributes to our research by showing the balance needed to enjoy social media while avoiding its negative effects. This is my second slide, which is on TikTok and youth mental health. It's an article by Sage and how TikTok's algorithm influences the adolescent brain. The study analyzed TikTok content and its effect on public and mental health. TikTok is one of the fastest growing social media platforms among youth, as you know, and its videos can shape behavior. For example, alcohol related content increased consumption and was even associated with happiness rather than the harmful effects, as one of the studies show. This shows how social media content can influence emotional well being and behaviors. This source, I believe, adds to our research by showing how certain social media platforms actively shape young users' behavior and mood, which is important when thinking about redesigning platform safely. And our next slide after this is about Instagram and body image. So I found this article published by Springer Nature, looks at Instagram and its effect on body image. So users are exposed to images of people with perfect bodies. Like usually when you go to Instagram, you know how there's like so many models online and people take influence from them, which leads many to compare themselves with others. And this often makes them feel unhappy with their own bodies. Studies show 20 to 40% of adolescent girls and 20 to 30% of boys feel dissatisfied with their bodies due to social media exposure. Girls are more likely to feel disappointed, while boys often take inspiration from fit people they see online. The quote, through social media like Instagram, users are constantly exposed to perfect lives and thin ideal bodies, highlights the pressure social media can create. This source contributes to our research by, I would say, showing how platforms affect self-esteem and emotional health. The following slide is on virtual care and digital exclusion. This is an article from MDPI. It discusses the virtual care system during the COVID-19 pandemic. While virtual care has benefits, some people don't have access due to cost, location, or awareness. The article introduces the inverse care law, which suggests healthcare availability as it's often worse where it is needed the most. Digital platforms can help people connect and access services, but often only benefit urban or wealthy populations. The quote, it is essential to analyze the overall access and use of virtual care in relation to the characteristics of the populations that actually benefit and those who are excluded, reminds us that technology can both include and exclude. This source, I believe, contributes to our research by showing that social media platforms need to be designed to include everyone and reduce inequality. The slide following is about cyberbullying, and it's another article by Sage. And obviously it focuses on cyberbullying. Since teens have almost constant access to the internet, they're most vulnerable to online threats, as you know. Cyberbullying can lead to depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues, especially for those with low self-esteem. The study found children were the main victims. There were like 19 total reviews done, and 18 of them were directly affecting children, while one was pertaining to LGBT community who were also affected. As the article states, cyberbullying is associated with considerable negative mental and psychosocial consequences in children and young people, making it a serious public health concern. This source contributes to research by highlighting the harmful effects of social media on youth mental health and why safety features are crucial in platform design. And then the final source slide is about problematic social media use and all the factors, neurological risk factors of social media usage. This is by PubMed Central, and it discusses a behavioral addiction called problematic social media use, or PSMU. PSMU is linked to biological, psychological, and social factors. Studies show connection between PSMU and depression, as well as physical issues like back pain, sleep disorders, and general weakness that individuals may have. Brain studies show that frequent social media users may have changes in brain activity that affect mood and behavior. The article notes even though a certain number of neuroimaging studies have been conducted for PSMU, there's practically no research on neuropeptide and genetic associations for PSMU to date. This source contributes by showing how neurological and physical impact of excessive social media use, which is essential when considering healthier platform designs. And then coming to our final conclusion, which is on the research gap. Throughout these 6 articles, we've learned about social media's impact on youth, cyberbullying, and neurological risk factors. And, reading about all that, we now understand the problems, but there aren't many structured solutions on how to make social media healthier and safer. There's a need for effective strategies that allow young people to use social media responsibly without harming their mental or physical health. Our research question asks, how can social media platforms be redesigned so that young individuals feel safe online, stay connected with peers in a healthy way, and protect their personal lives from negative effects? I came up with this question because I feel like it ties together all the insights from our sources and points towards a path for making social media more balanced and safe for everyone.